Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Cynthia Makeover. If you're stopping by for the first time, you're definitely welcome. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step makeup tutorial. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on your post notification button so that anytime I post a video, you'll be the first to see it. So I started by cleansing her face. Right now I'm using my Raché Glow and Shine Moisturizer to moisturize her face. So next, I'm using my makeup magnesia to prime her face. So I'm done with priming her face. Right now I'm using my liquid highlighter from nubanbeauty. I'm just gonna use my brush to apply it on her face just to achieve a glowy base. So next I used my Kiss Beauty Fix Spray to spray her face, and I went on using my foundation from nubanbeauty in the shade L2. I'm just gonna use my beauty sponge to blend in the foundation. So I'm done blending the foundation. I contoured her face using a slightly darker shade foundation, and I applied some cream blush on her cheeks. So moving on to highlight, I used 2 shades of concealer. I used Zikel concealer in the shade Creamy Ivory on the outer corner of her face. Then I went ahead using nubanbeauty concealer in the shade 01 on the inner corner of her face. So I went ahead using my beauty sponge to blend the concealer on the highlighted area. Oh, but I don't want to miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak. So I'm done blending the concealer. Right now I'm going to be setting her face using my Merak setting powder in the shade Ginger. So I'm just going to use my beauty sponge to set the areas I highlighted. So I'm done setting her face. I'm using Zaron powder in the shade Ray to powder her face. I'm just using my powder brush to blend in the powder. So moving on to contour, I'm using my Royal powder palette to contour her face. I'm using a color slightly darker than her skin color to contour her face. So next I used the same color I used in contouring her face to contour her nose. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me alone. So next I used my Kiss Beauty Fix Spray to spray her whole face. Then I let it dry. Next thing I did was to bake her face, and I used the setting powder to snatch her nose more, and also I did the reverse contour. So guys, I did my brows off camera, sorry about that, but I have a video on my channel on eyebrow tutorial, so you could go watch it. So moving on to primer, I used my House of Tara eyeshadow primer to prime her lid. So moving on to eyeshadow, I'm using this light orange from my Kylie eyeshadow palette as her transition color. I'm just gonna use my eyeshadow blending brush to blend it properly. So I'm using the same eyeshadow palette. I'm using a darker orange on her lid. I'm just gonna use my blending brush to blend it on her lid. So I'm using this brown shade from the same eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna use my brush to line her lid. So next I'm using these orange glitters on her lid. I'm just gonna use my flat brush to place the glitters on her lid. So I already lined her waterline using my Karite gel liner, the brown shade. Right now I'm using my Zaron mascara to darken her natural lashes. So moving on to lashes, I'm using lashes from Wynk lashes. I'm just gonna use my finger to place it on her natural lashes. So moving on to blush, I'm using this orange color from Hega and Esther to blush her cheeks. So moving on on to highlight, I'm using my Nubanbeauty highlighter to highlight her face. So I went ahead using my TM Essential Cheek Glaze on her cheeks just to make her face shine. Moving on to her lip, I'm using my Nubanbeauty lipstick in the shade Cocoa. I'm just going to use my brush to line her lip. So next, I use this nude shade from Nubanbeauty just to brighten up her lip. So next, I added a little gloss on her lips. I'm just using my brush to blend it properly. So lastly, I'm using my Kiss Beauty Fix Spray to set her whole face, and here comes the final look. I know some of you must have seen this video, but trust me, I had to delete it due to some copyright content. I didn't want to take chances, so bear with me. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.